Hello, everybody. It's Friday. Yesterday was my wife's birthday. She enjoyed it, I'm sure. Um, so today I'm just going to talk about random things that come to mind. I don't know what's going to pop out of my head, but I'll try not to be too controversial. So, all right. First thing I want to talk about is what's been going on about Mississippi and Texas lifting their mask. Um, to me, I think it's stupid. We wear a mask not to protect ourselves, it's mostly to protect other people. If you don't care about yourself, at least care about other people, in my opinion. We have a elderly mom at home, my mom, her mother-in-law, and she has had both her vaccine shots, and she still is told to wear a mask and take precautions, and to me, you should be careful. If you don't care about your own well-being, then that's fine. You know, to me, if you don't care about yourself, at least try to care about others around you. Uh, some kind of effort, it will go a long way, in my opinion. Do I like wearing a mask everywhere I go? No, I do not. I don't. But it is what it is. I mean, everybody out there, not everybody, but most people out there, oh, the government's trying to tell us what to do, how to live our life. You have a choice. And if your choice is to not wear a mask in public, but only wear it into the places that are required to wear them, then that's your choice. If you don't care about yourself or you don't care about others, then what type of person are you? The type of person that just doesn't care about themselves. Some of them may not care about themselves, but they care about others around them. Me, personally, mask is necessary until this is at least somewhat under control. And I'm not an expert, not a scientist. I just see that the numbers show that some places are trending and some places are not. Regardless of how you feel about it, the virus is a virus. Whether you're a conspiracy theorist and think that it was intentionally let go, or you're on the opposite side and know it was just inevitable that it was going to happen. Whatever side you believe in, it's here. Wherever it came from, it's here. You can't go back and stop it unless somebody's got a time machine, which I would love to know if somebody has made a time machine, because that would be cool. I think me and my stepson would really like that. So would my wife, to go back in time and not change anything, but actually get the real gist of things that happened. Um, I'm not religious. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm be the first to tell you that, but I'm not a full blown conspiracy theorist like uh, Majoria Taylor Greene. Yeah, and the QAnon crap. They're just out there, far way worse than anything I've ever seen. And Majoria Taylor Greene makes Alex Jones look sane, and that's a lot coming from me. Because if you believe that there's people in the Congress and Senate drinking baby's blood and being cannibals, then yeah, you're definitely whacked out in the head. And like I said, I'm a conspiracy theorist, and I don't even think that far. Uh, then there's other things that's going on, when it comes to things like they're dropping Mr. Potato Head. They're changing the name. Why is it taking so long for somebody to voice their opinion? Things, and like it was pointed out to me by my wife. New generation coming up and seeing things different than how we seen them back then. It makes sense. It does. They've been fighting to change the Washington Redskin name 20 plus years. Uh, it doesn't directly affect me. Things don't tend to offend me a lot. Um, I just roll with the punches. Again, I'm not offended about a lot of things. I see them from all sides. So I guess that it's easier for me to understand people's grievances, their gripes, their, because I don't look at individuals as black, white, male, female, young, old. I look at people as humans, as individuals. As each individual has their own thought process, their own beliefs. And I've said it before, I don't judge people at all. You are who you are, you believe what you believe. I'm not going to try to persuade you to change how you feel about things. It's not how you should be. You should just put the information out there, tell them your views, and let them decide how they want to take it. My history teacher, I don't know if I've talked about this in any of my previous videos, but when I was going to Nicholls State, my history teacher, the first day of school, the first day of class, he told everybody in the class, he says, I'm not here to change your beliefs. I'm not here to change your religion. I'm here to teach history. He says, I know some people is going to be offended by what I teach, and not everybody's going to agree with it. But he was straight honest with his class. He says, if you want to drop the class, when it comes time to, I think it's after the first month, you can have the option of dropping a class. I don't remember how college, it's been almost 10, 11 years since I went to college, so I don't know how their courses change, like how long you have to drop a course after it starts. I don't know. But I respected my English teacher when he said that, because he's there to teach history. He's not there to change people's beliefs and anything like that. And then he also, during the semester, he says, during one of his teachings, he said, you have a Christian, you can have a Muslim, you can have a Catholic, and you can have an atheist, all at the table having conversations. And once they tell their stories about their religion, they take those bits and pieces and they take what they heard and they pass on the story. It basically goes back to what they taught us in I don't know if it was kindergarten or first grade, but they would whisper something, and like if you have 30 kids in a class, they would whisper in one ear and then start whispering each ear, and by the time it got to the end, the story is different. So like I said, we are who we are, people, and we make decisions based on information. Me, I look at everything from both sides. I don't just look at one side of a story. I believe, yes, do I not like our government? Yes, I despise government, but what can I do about it? I'm only one person. If you want change, you have to advocate for change. You can't just give up. You got to stick to your guns and make change whenever you want to change things. There's some things I would like to change. For instance, us being on disability. We got married. They cut my check by a lot. They expect a married couple to live off of a certain amount of money. Do I think it's right? No. But I am going to look into steps like how I can talk to my senator, my Congress, and see what can be done about it. Because do I like being on disability? No, I do not. I can't work because I have a control issue. I can't take orders. I can't have somebody telling me what to do, when to do it, how to do it. It's just me, and people knows when you work, you have to follow orders, and that's why I could never join the military. My father, who passed away when I was 4, he was in the military, and I respect military. I respect authority forces, but I avoid them like the plague. I couldn't do what they do. I couldn't go through basic training and have somebody in my face. I couldn't go through training camp to be a police officer, I just couldn't. I don't like it, but there's nothing I could do to change it. I'm just not a person that can follow orders. I am stubborn, hard-headed, and I do what I want when I want. People ask me, I've had people ask me hypothetical questions about what would you do if you got arrested and spent 2 or 3 days in jail, or you went to jail. And I tell them, it's not the prison, it's not the jail cell that scares me. What scares me is being told when to do what I got to do when they want me to do it. So I have this scale of justice in my head that really keeps me from doing something stupid when somebody makes me mad. It's a struggle, believe me, because they got some idiots in this world. And when I stick to something I'm passionate about, I stick to it. There's things I would like to change, but I'm only a single person, and I just have to figure out how to go about making those changes to different things that I'm passionate about. Especially, like I said, they expect a married couple to live off a certain amount. Do we like being on disability? No, but it's people's gonna come out and try to say, oh, well, you can change, you can adapt and not be a control. No, I've tried to let other people. It's hard to let my wife drive, and I trust her. There's not very many people I will get in a car with and be a passenger. A couple of months ago, one of my neighbors had a friend that was moving their bed, and I was gonna have to ride with them across the lake, and I had to back out because my anxiety wouldn't let me, because I don't know this person. So it's hard for me to give up control. It's a struggle. I mean, every time me and my wife go somewhere, it's very rare that I let her drive. It's a struggle, and I'm sure they got some people out there that might sympathize with what I'm talking about. So back to what I'm saying. Another thing that's going on is people, talking about gender and how they identify. To me, I don't care what gender you are, what race you are, what religion you are. I'll have a conversation with anybody as long as we can do it in a even manner, not turn it into a drag out fight. I believe you can have healthy conversations, and I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I know my wife will probably hear this, and she's probably gonna say I'm kind of stretching it, but I believe when you can have a healthy conversation about politics and religion with the right people. But coming from what I've learned before I became disabled, I was going to school because I wanted to be a criminal profiler. So studying psychology was part of that. And taking away from the classes that I've learned is, when I say that you can have a healthy conversation about politics and religion without turning it into an argument, it goes back to the one aspect, that the one thing that they taught us in psychology class is pay attention to people's actions and behaviors, and learn to shift the conversation or end the conversation before it gets heated. It's possible, because me and my wife do it sometimes. Like, if we feel the conversation is going to get too passionate, we'll switch the subject, or try to. I've done that when I've been out and about, like at Walmart, and I'll switch the conversation if I feel the person is uncomfortable, or I'll end the conversation. But not everybody can do that. But then again, if there's anything anybody wants to talk about, or any questions, comments, or anything that I've said that they're passionate about, or anything they're passionate about that I can help, or my wife can help, we don't have a problem with trying to help people. I love doing research. I will help you research anything and everything to help you get the answers you want. So again, share, like, subscribe, comment, show us love. We're just a married couple trying to bring a little brightness to the world. It's going to come with sadness. Yes, people's not going to like everything, but again, that's how life is. But I'm going to leave y'all with a little note. Stay humble, stay kind, and remember, in the end, we are all humans. And when it comes down to that, just remember, we're all humans and we all have our faults. Thank you.